leg back. Place your right foot in 45 degrees and your left foot in 90 degrees. Inhale and extend your hands sideways. Now slowly go down on your hips. Make sure that your torso is facing sideways and you are looking in front of your fingers. Come back to Tadasana. Always. Now slowly take your right foot back, shift and take your left foot back. Place your palms on the mat and take your knees back a little bit. Make sure that your palms are right under your shoulder joints, your spine towards the mat. Now inhale and slowly hold your legs. Gradually, you should just flap your knees here and keep breathing. Make sure that your spine is erect and you have. Now you should do this for a minute and slowly and stop the flap and slowly extend your legs back to Dandasana. And take your hands up from the sideways over your head in Namaskara Mudra and sit down on your hips and press and look ahead. Come out of the posture, inhale, exhale.
Hello everyone, I'm Shibani Gharat and on this yoga day with us we have two fitness icons, Milind Soman and Ankita Konwar, and with them we're going to do a couple of exercises or yogasanas that will help you lead a better everyday life. First of all, Milind and Ankita, welcome to CNBC-TV18.
Thank you.
Now, let me establish right in the beginning that amongst the three of us, Ankita is the one who is the yoga expert. Milind and I are simple, humble runners. We are humble runners with super tight muscles. So, she is going to help us release those muscles. And first up, we are going to speak about, in fact, an issue that has been troubling a lot of us, especially those in a full-day corporate job. Back pain is extremely common. So first up, we're going to discuss something that has been troubling most of us, especially those in full-time corporate jobs. That is the back pain. So Ankita is going to tell us how can you stretch and strengthen your back. Over to you, Ankita.
Thank you. This is a very common scenario that we face all the time, even as runners, because, we run and then we face that, our shoulders are stiff. And our back needs to be, of course, strengthened for whatever reason. Even if you're working at a desk job or even if you're working at home, you need to have a proper back strength. So for that, we can start with a cat and cow and warrior two. So I'll teach you, I'll guide you with the...
Something simple to start with.
Yes, very, very simple.
Right.
So I'll guide you along the way. So you stand in Tadasana, shoulders roll back, spine erect. Now slowly inhale and take your right leg back. Place your right foot in 45 degrees and your left foot in 90 degrees. Inhale and extend your hands sideways. Now slowly go down on your hips. Make sure that your torso is facing sideways and you are looking in front of your fingers. Also make sure that your ankle and your knee is aligned. Now slowly, as you inhale, come up, release your legs, release your hands and slowly come back to Tadasana. So this you can do anywhere, even if you're working in office. I don't think anybody would mind you doing this stretch.
Yeah.
Now let's go into cat and cow.
Perfect.
Let's all sit down. Try and sit without any support.
Okay.
This should be an exercise for everybody. Everyone should try and sit without any support, always. All right.
I've used support.
Now let's sit in Dandasana.
Okay.
Spine erect, hands next to your hips.
Basically, your legs straight.
Now slowly take your right foot back, shift and take your left foot back. Come into Vajrasana.
Come into
Come
Vajrasana.
into Vajrasana.
Yes.
Okay.
Now slowly go ahead, place your palms on the mat and take your knees back a little bit. Make sure that your palms are right under your shoulder joints and knees are right under your hip joint.
Perfect.
Now slowly,
Very far from perfect. Okay.
all right.
Where do you look?
Now slowly, as you inhale, look up and press your spine towards the mat. Give your back a full stretch. As you exhale, pull your spine towards the ceiling. Chin to your chest. Repeat this a couple of times. Exhale. Up, inhale. Down, exhale. And relax in table posture. Now slowly come back to Vajrasana. And you're done.
My back feels so relaxed.
Yes, and absolutely strong as well. I'm already feeling like so strong. My back is feeling strong, Ankita. Thank you so much. Now, another common problem for corporate slaves like us is, these really tight glute and hip muscles, which I also feel the pinch while I am running. The tightness in the hips and tightness in the lower body glute muscles is extremely common. So if you can suggest or recommend some of these easy yogasanas or exercises that even the audience can follow and do it on a regular basis. Over to you, Ankita.
Basically for beginners like us.
Yes.
Well, for beginners and two very easy and common asanas that you can basically practice anywhere could be Malasana and Baddha Konasana. I will start with Baddha Konasana. I'll guide you along.
Sure.
Let's go into Dandasana again. Shift your weight towards your left and extend your legs slowly.
Slowly, everything is slowly.
Yes, you must always take everything slowly. Now inhale and slowly fold your legs. Get your soles together of both the feet. Make sure that your spine is erect. It's all right because both of you run a lot. I mean, I do too, but
We are very stiff.
because you have been running for a long time, I think that's why your knees are not going down as much as it should.
Mine is a
But-
crooked butterfly,
But
Ankita.
that's all right. I don't think you should push it.
But gradually, as you
Gradually, you should
practice,
just
it gets better.
flap your knees here and keep breathing. Make sure that your spine is erect and you have interlocked your fingers just underneath your toes.
If there is a butterfly beauty contest, we will definitely not make it. Make the cut.
Now you should do this for a minute
Yeah.
and slowly you can stop the flapping, relax your hands
Yeah.
and slowly extend your legs back to Dandasana.
Whoa.
Wow. This feels good.
So now slowly stand up
Yeah.
without any support, of course. Practice makes improvement.
Yes.
Okay, so now slowly come into Tarasana. Shoulders roll back, spine erect. Take a little gap in between your feet, a little bit more than your hip width apart.
Shoulder width.
Shoulder
Maybe.
width, yes.
Yeah.
Now slowly inhale and take your hands up from the sideways over your head in Namaskara Mudra. And as you exhale, take your hands down to your chest and sit down on your hips. And press both your knees out with your elbows and look ahead. Keep breathing in this asana. This is a really good hip opening posture.
Right?
You can hold it for as long as you can And as you exhale, you can slowly come out of the posture. Inhale, exhale, and release.
So Ankita, I have a question for you on this
Yes, please.
note. How long can you hold that pose? You know, because earlier days when there were a particular type of toilets in, the old Indian system.
Yes.
How they used to hold it for a very long time. So how long can you hold this particular pose? How long do you hold it?
But I also think that in earlier times they didn't have the bad lifestyles we had today, so they
Yes,
didn't have
also.
to sit for that long.
Yes.
Also.
The job would be very quick.
Yeah.
No, but for me, when I'm practicing my yoga, then I think I can hold it for 5 minutes.
Oh, wonderful.
And do other, of course, variations of Malasana in that. You know, you can open your hips more with many other variations in Malasana, but first you have to get Malasana correct.
Correct.
Before you move into
Absolutely.
variation. Underneath your left leg and place your foot over your right leg. Hand. Take it at the back, extend your fingers. Release your fingers, release your hands first, and slowly release your legs. Your hands up, slowly exhale and take your right hand back and place it, and left hand on top of your left. As you had gone into the posture, exhale and slowly sit in Vajrasana.
Ankita, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing these exercises with us. I'm sure these exercises will definitely help you stretch those lower body muscles and help release tightness in your glutes and your hips, especially for those employees who have to work for long hours at their desk. Now, moving on, Ankita is going to show us some exercises that will help you open and stretch and relax those shoulder muscles. Now, because of sitting in front of your laptops, in front of your desktops, or even checking your mobile phones for mails and messages continuously, our postures, have naturally become inward facing like this. We look at a phone like this, and that has resulted into tightness in the shoulder muscles. So many times when I go for massages, when the masseuse is, touching my shoulder muscles, even she would tell me that, there are knots here and there is tightness in the shoulder muscles, and that is extremely common. So to stretch those out nicely and beautifully, Ankita is going to share 2 more yogasanas with us, and we're going to do it along with her.
So, for tight shoulders, and because like you said, we are too much on our computers and our phone, so our, of course, posture has become really bad. So to correct your posture as well, there are 2 asanas that I would suggest. One is Gomukhasana and the other one is Ustrasana, which is also known as camel pose.
Sure.
So let's start with Gomukhasana.
Okay.
Sit down in Dandasana.
Okay.
Fold both your knees. Now slowly take your right leg underneath your left leg and place your foot right next to your left hip.
Right next to you.
I'm getting a cramp.
You're getting a cramp.
Yeah,
You need to drink some
Oh,
water.
then it's all right. I think you should relax. Relax in Sukhasana.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now slowly
Yeah.
take your left leg over your right leg, over the right knee, and place your left foot right next to your
See,
right
was
hip.
better.
Yes.
Okay. Almost there.
Almost there, yes.
Yeah.
I can also show you a variation. You can also sit in Sukhasana if this is not comfortable for you, because in yoga, that is the first thing. You should always be comfortable.
Yeah. Said like a true teacher.
Yes. Be comfortable. I love that.
Yeah. So I'm comfortable and Sukhi in Sukhasana.
Perfect.
So is Milind.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, slowly raise your right hand. Take it at the back. Extend your fingers. Make sure that your elbow is pointing towards the ceiling.
Yeah.
Now take the left hand, take it from the back and interlock your fingers at the back. Look ahead, keep breathing. Make sure that your left elbow is pointing towards the mat and right one is pointing towards the ceiling. Keep breathing, keep opening your chest as you breathe. And slowly, as you exhale, release your fingers, release your hands first, and slowly release your legs. And you can do it on the other side.
Perfect.
So now let's go to Ustrasana, which is also known as camel pose, like I said, which is a really great shoulder opening and chest opening exercise. We will go into Vajrasana first. Again, fold your right leg, shift your weight, fold your left leg, go into Vajrasana. Make sure that your spine is erect. Now slowly get up on your knees. Make sure that you're pushing your hips forward while your core is engaged. Now
Knees
inhale.
together?
If you cannot bend this way, you can also take some gap,
Oh, okay.
but I would like to keep them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are always variations, so you can always try any way that you're comfortable, but you must make sure that you're always comfortable in whichever position you are. Now keep your hips forward. Inhale and take your hands up. Slowly exhale and take your right hand back and place it on top of your heel and left hand on top of your left heel. Slowly relax your neck at the back. Slowly come out of the posture as you had gone into the posture. Exhale and slowly sit in Vajrasana.
Whoa.
Now you must do a contradictory posture right away. So child's pose will be a good variation right after this.
Sure.
So raise your hand and slowly just bring them down. Place your forehead on the mat. Slowly relax it. Take a few breaths. Slowly come up and relax.
Yeah, my shoulders really do feel extremely opened up, and you know, because I'm continuously on the phone so many times unknowingly, you know, I tend to slouch
Yes.
quite a bit, and
Yes.
I can feel it that, you know, my shoulders are feeling relaxed, my shoulders are feeling open, nice and opened up. So thank you so much, Ankita, again for sharing these three in fact yogasanas with us. How do you feel, Milind?
I'm realizing how tight I was. So I think it'll be great to, you know, practice with these simple asanas to really open it out. Otherwise, if you don't, it just gets tighter and tighter.
Is she taking your class every day or no?
She is. I've had two classes already.
Just 2 classes
and
already.
I can see the
Because
difference.
he's really busy.
I
yeah.
can see the difference.
But yeah, in 2 classes he's improved a lot.
I'm sure. So these are some of the exercises that you can, in fact, after watching us, do it at your home whenever you find time. And I'm sure these yogasanas or exercises will help you release that tightness and strengthen your back and, of course, lead a fitter life. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this Yoga Day special.
Thank you.